Are you going to play with your player?
Oh yeah, that's all they always. My boy Bernardo, that's all he talks about, bro. You about
A breathtaking view of the... Well, a chance to check out some stats for Joel Embiid.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, they've got Embiid. Garland is out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Grant, and it's Herter in at the small forward position. And for the Knicks, Achua is out there with Ojale. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Griffin, and it's Russell in at the 2-guard position. To the right side. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. First trip to the line for him here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And tonight, a look at perhaps the future of the league, but it takes time, as you know, Steve, to build that.
You're right, Kevin. You got to start somewhere. A lot of these players still with their whole careers ahead of them. A lot of time to grow, but I love what I'm seeing.
Griffin, the offensive rebound, and Grant sends it back, and they get it back.
You know, in high school, he won 4 state titles, voted College Player of the Year at Oklahoma. Blake Griffin, he's used to success.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. On offense, here are the Pelicans. It's a 3-point game, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Now here's Griffin. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. And Garland has it in the corner. Embiid trying to break loose. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got 5 now.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Holiday gets the bucket.
They finally hit one after missing 3 straight.
For the New York Knicks, they come in off the loss to the Bulls.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
You know, they take 1 step forward, 2 steps back, and exercise and frustration.
And Embiid with the block.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Here's Garland. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Denver. To the middle. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Garland. Garland's got 3 assists in the game. There's 1:40 left to play in the first. Outside Holiday. Here's Russell. And the wing jumper offline.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Now, here's Garland, guarded by Holiday. Embiid inside the line. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Griffin passes to Holiday. Shoots over Garland. Misses off the right iron. Pelicans leading by 11. Here's Herter. Nailed from 3-point land.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Ojale kicks to Holiday. Now, here's Achua. Tight defense on him. They can't stop the run with that one. The Pelicans have gotten off to a tremendous start. 7 of 7 here in the first quarter. Garland with the bucket.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Russell with it. Takes a three. And so it's New Orleans with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we'll be right back after this. And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And looking at what we've seen, Pelicans pretty much in control here.
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And New York, looking at who they've got. Achua is out there with Griffin. Then it's Russell. Then it's Holiday, and it's Ojale in at the 3 spot. Step back shot. Herder, no good. Knicks trail by 16. And here's Holiday. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
And it wasn't just the scoring. He also impacted the game on the glass. Terrific all-around effort.
Russell from long range. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside. And Kevin Huerter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
Now here's Embiid. After D'Angelo Russell's miss, that one is good from Joel Embiid.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Pass to Achua. Now here's Griffin, guarded by Embiid. Griffin's shot is good.
You know, it's not just the power of Griffin, it's the skill set. Reliable inside.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Grant outside. To the inside, Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
Now here's Griffin. Here's Holiday. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
Great look by Blake Griffin. When your foreman has that ability to pass the basketball, it's a major advantage.
Fournier against Russell. Fournier's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Holiday gets the bucket.
One of the stronger guards in the league. Holiday will take it up inside any chance you give him.
Here's Fournier. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
For New Orleans, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And so Fournier nails both of them. About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. Holiday finds Russell. Here's Griffin. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. New Orleans leading by 18. Now Garland tips it.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Outside Holiday. And there's the pass to Griffin. Knocked away. Embiid with the steal. And pushing it up, here's New Orleans. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
For the three. They get a hand on it, and another turnover here by New York. "11 seconds left in the first half of basketball. He feeds it to Embiid. 2 on the clock. That shot, no good. And so a pretty lopsided game. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, back. Joel Embiid having an outstanding game. He had 14 points. Kenny. And that does it for our...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
Checking out the group for Stan Van Gundy to start the second half. We've got Evan Fournier. Jeremy Grant is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Garland. And it's Herter in at the 3 spot.
He saw the opportunity to get an easy bucket on the break and took advantage of it.
And it's the Knicks with the ball, following the score by New Orleans. Embiid against Griffin. Nice D from Fournier. The Pelicans shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. There's Garland. Holiday with the defensive effort. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for New York. Griffin finds Holiday. Tries again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Evan Fournier. New York shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Russell with it. Now defended by Embiid. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Evan Fournier.
In terms of drawing fouls, Griffin is one of the best we have in the NBA.
In the league, taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
Kevin, we'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
That's
tournament
a tough one, isn't it?
for the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
Good work there as it goes. Fournier's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Outside, Russell. Into the 3rd we go. 2 minutes in now. Shoots over Grant, and Grant sends it back.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Now, here is Russell. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
This is how it's been so far. He's missed every shot he's taken, and the team is suffering the consequences.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Griffin passes to Russell, and they double up Russell. And the wide open shot from Griffin. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Griffin's got 4 this quarter.
No hesitation from Blake on that catch and shoot jumper.
Now here's Fournier. 8 points for him. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. New York called for the foul. For New Orleans, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line. We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Russell passes to Holiday. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. And Russell gets it to go on the assist by Holiday. Russell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Embiid kicks to Fournier. Here's Herter. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
You need a 3 to answer back. Herter's a good guy to dial up.
To the paint, here's Achua. Lays it up off the glass.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. The shot's good from Fournier.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Outside Russell. And again, New York with the triple.
Hitting three-pointers, so important in today's NBA. Good thing Russell's got the range and confidence to do so.
And so it's New Orleans in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Wilson Chandler. He's out there with Taj Gibson. Payton is out there with Knox. And it's Randolph in at the 2. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Here's Payton after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Here's Knox. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns. And then on Monday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Greg, we are in an era of positionless basketball. And we know the All-Star game now has a 2 backcourt, 3 front court position as opposed to 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center when you're voting. Should they get rid of those designations entirely?
I tell you what, I think you could make a strong case for that. But you go back to last season, many felt Jimmy Butler got robbed of a starting spot.
Yes.
I think, listen, this is the fans' vote. Why not the 5 top vote getters? I don't care if they're 4 guards. If the 5 players that the fans want to see the most play a certain position, then so be it. You know, they're not going to play all 48 minutes. You're still going to have your 7 other spots to kind of balance out the roster. I say just let the fans tell you the 5 they want to see and let's go play. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And Embiid drops them both.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it.
Now here's Randolph. Gibson passes to Payton. Feeds it to Chandler. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Joakim Noah.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Chandler hits them both. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. Marshall with it. And the new G League Pro Team, Smitty, signed a number of five-star high school basketball players. How do you think this is going to impact the college game?
Well, I think it's going to impact it, Kevin. You miss out on those stars for sure. But I think you'll get more guys that'll play 2, 3, 4 years in college, which will give college basketball more consistency.
Here's Gibson. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Gibson's got his first 2 points.
The hard-working mentality of Taj, so clever at finishing through the hit.
Passes it to Alexander Walker. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hart. He's guarded by Chandler. Pass to Alexander Walker. Pass to Hart. Here's Marshall. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. And so Payton will bring it up for the Knicks.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Pelicans.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins. And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Joel Embiid.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Now, here's Burks. Wilson Chandler unable to get his shot to go. Gibson dishes to Payton. Rebound by Marshall. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
They could use a bucket. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And here is Payton. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.